Hello, dear children. Today we are going to study our next chapter, that is chapter number 4, Nouns, Gender. So, what do you understand by gender? Gender is a system of differentiating nouns and pronouns as male, female, common, or neuter. That is, gender is a category of noun and they are masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and neuter gender. What is masculine gender? The names of all male persons or animals come under this gender. For example, man, uncle, waiter, king, and fox. Also, boys, brother, these all comes under masculine. Now, feminine gender. The names of all female persons or animals come under this gender. Example, women, aunt, waitress, queen, and vixen. Vixen is the feminine gender of fox. Now, what is common gender? There are certain names that can be used for male and female. They are doctor, teacher, parent, student, officer, or when we say soldier, etc. Now, neuter gender. Non-living things cannot be distinguished as male or female. The names of such things come under neuter gender. Example, tree, table, book, pen, board, etc. Now, let's have a look at our textbook, page number 21. Change the gender of the nouns and pronouns in the following sentences. First question. The king's bride was a beautiful young woman. So, first we need to find out the nouns. Here, king, bride, and young women. There is no pronoun here. So we need to change this sentence as the queen's bridegroom was handsome young man. The queen's bridegroom was handsome young man. Same way we need to do all the examples. Question number 2. The emperor received the duke with little respect. Here, emperor, duke. So, emperor will become empress and duke will become duchess. So, the sentence will be, the empress received duchess with little respect. Now, question number 3. A gentleman is known by his manners. So, that will become, a lady is known by her manners. Pronoun his is changed to her. Next one. Her mother gave her a suit on her birthday. So her mother will become, his father gave him a suit on his birthday. Now question number 5. The lion bounded out of the cage and escaped to freedom. So lion will become lioness. Next, his mother is a learned lady. So mother will become father. Lady will become gentleman. And 8th one, the teacher asked the boy to draw a picture of a goose. So, boy will become girl and goose will become gander. Question number 9 and 10, you try to solve it yourself and let me know the answers. I'll share the answers later on. Now, when we talk about the gender of nouns, we have to think about whether the noun refers to humans, animals, or non-living things. Because in humans, it is very easy. We need to classify as masculine or feminine only. But when it is about animals, we cannot exactly say sometimes. For example, if we have a dog at home and we know that she is a girl, then it is very easy for us. Like for example, my pet dog's name is Julie. She has 3 puppies, like that. We know exactly the gender. But in some situation, we may not be able to know the gender of the animal. In that case, we need to use it. Please remember this. If you know exactly the gender, you can use he or she. But if you don't know, better to use it. And about plants, although they are living things, we have to consider them as objects and we use it. And in page number 22, it summarizes that masculine is for male and feminine is for females and female animals. Neuter is for non-living things and animals when we don't know the gender exactly, and for all the abstract nouns. Now, the next thing discussed over here is gender specific and gender neutral pronouns. What is that? Gender specific means when you know exactly the gender, we need to use certain pronouns. For example, when I say Raj is a good boy, Raj is a boy, so I have to use he, him, his, or himself for him. And when I say that Rita is a good girl, we know Rita is a girl, so we need to use she, her, herself, like that. Now, when we don't know the gender or else it is neuter, that time it is it. So, these are called as gender specific pronouns, and sometimes it is neutral because we don't know exactly the gender. That time we use it. And another situation is like first person singular and plural, I, we, or second person you, or third person they. When they are used in a sentence, we don't know exactly what gender they mean. In that situation, they are also called as gender neutral. For example, I am saying they went for a picnic. So we don't know who all are included over there, men or female. So that case, it is gender neutral. Another situation is sometimes common gender nouns gives us a clue about the gender. For example, friend, cousin, or principal. These words. Imagine the principal is not in office today as she is unwell. When I say this, it's very clear that principal is female. Okay. Now, next rule is about the collective nouns. For example, the words army, crowd, family. In this, we can find male as well as female, and we consider this as neuter and we use the pronoun it for this. For example, every family has its share of joys. Or the same way, the army fighted till it reached the enemy lines, like that it we use. Now, changing the gender of nouns, how the first method is by adding ess. For example, lion, lioness, priest, priestess, baron, baroness, etc. Otherwise, god, goddess, emperor, empress, waiter, waitress, like we are adding ess to the male gender. Or another method is by totally changing or using a different word, that is father, mother, brother, sister, boy, girl, like that. And now for compound nouns like grandfather, we change the last part, that is grandmother, landlord, landlady, peacock, peahen. So we are changing the noun at the end and we are making the feminine gender of the noun. The next exercise is match the animal to its masculine and feminine gender. So the first one, ant. So for ant, what will be the answer? Queen and drawn. Queen and drawn. Next is antelope. It is doe and buck. And the third one is camel. For camel, cow and bull. And the fourth one is cat. For cat, Queen and Tom. And the fifth one is chicken, that is very familiar for you, hen and cock. And the sixth one is donkey. For donkey, Jenny and Jack. 7, 8, 9 and 10 is your homework. So let me summarize this chapter. In this chapter, we have learned that there are 4 gender nouns, that is masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender, and how to change masculine to feminine gender by adding ess or changing the noun at the end or by using a totally different word. So I hope you all have understood the concept. Please revise it very well. See you in the next class. Thank you, children.